Dr. Dre, if you all don't know, had an aneurysm today. I think it's because the shit he's going through because his wife is trying to rob his ass.
Nicole Young, she wanted $2 million a month temporary spousal support.
Yeah.
That $2 million a month.
Yeah,
out
come
of
on,
here.
though. $2 million a month.
But it's I was married, right?
Right.
And you have a certain life, right? The whole point of alimony is when you two part ways, your life, one person should now be living below the poverty line.
When we say sustain,
So what do you think she should get?
A job?
That's not realistic. That's not realistic. No, that's not realistic.
How is that not realistic? Say the situation's flipped. You're like a high-profile lawyer, and you get a divorce, and your husband was taking care of the kids. Would you pay alimony to him on the streets?
He's coming up missing. I'm not paying alimony.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
You're full of shit.
What I'm saying?
And that's exactly it. Modern women who have been indoctrinated by feminist propaganda will say they want equality, but when you start asking them questions like, are you willing to get drafted into the war? No. Are you willing to pay 50-50 on the bills? No. Are you willing to pay for dates? No. Are you willing to pay alimony? No. So how in the world is that equality? We live in a country where 40% of all households are led by female breadwinners, yet 98% of all people receiving alimony are women. How do those numbers add up? And she chose the wrong argument. If she would have said that women deserve alimony, especially when they give their most fertile years to a man, that's something that I can get behind. If you're with the man from 20 years old to 40 years old, you invest into this man, you give this man children, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing your duties to make sure this man is successful, I completely understand that. But to say that a woman deserves to get absorbent amounts of money every single month from a man, especially after she's already taken 50%, just because she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle is outrageous to me. And if everything is about equality, what about the life that I'm accustomed to? I'm accustomed to coming home and getting a warm meal. I'm accustomed to coming home and being able to sleep with my wife. I'm accustomed to actually being able to see my children when I want. I'm accustomed to working hard and being able to keep all of my own money. But nobody cares about the life a man is accustomed to because we always have to be the ones to make the sacrifices. Yet everything is in the name of equality. In a time where women can make just as much money as men, y'all really expect a man to fund his ex-wife's lifestyle forever just so that she can get her back broken by random men in a house that the man lost in divorce? That's wild.
Every man has to own a black suit. After you get a black suit, there's 5 suits you need to get: black, navy, gray, brown, tan. You get those 5 suits, you get yourself 2 white shirts, get yourself 2 cream color shirts and 2 powder blue shirts. You can make 75 suits with those combinations, because every last one of those pants go with every last one of those jackets. Every last one of the jackets goes with every last one of the pants. You cannot mess up. The beige pants will go with the gray jacket. The gray jacket goes with the brown pants. The black pants go with everything.
I actually put this in here because dressing formally when we go out into the world as men is an absolute life hack, but when you go and try to find these clothes, it's an absolute blood sport. You can waste hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars trying to put in different color combinations that just don't work. In a research project called The Cognitive Consequences of Formal Clothing, the results found that putting on a suit will lead to a greater likelihood of identifying a course of action as well as an enhanced ability to process advantages. Such benefits of wearing formal clothing have been proven to lead to greater financial reward, as shown by analysis led by Yale University, which found that wearing a suit had a direct link to performance. The study used 128 men between the ages of 18 and 32 in a pretend buying and selling task. The results of those who wore suits saw an average profit of $2.1 million compared to $680,000 for those who were poorly dressed. Abraham Rutchek, professor of psychology at California State University, says putting on a suit sharpens the way we think, thus leading to us performing better. Putting on formal clothes makes us feel powerful and changes the basic way we see the world in psychological parlance. Wearing a suit encourages people to use abstract processing more readily than concrete processing. 80% of women think that men who wear suits are more attractive. On average, women believe that a man is 6% more attractive in a suit than when he's wearing casual clothing. So So yeah, essentially a suit is the beard of clothing, and there are a ton of benefits from just wearing a suit. But you know what else there's a ton of benefits for? Having clear skin. And that's why I'm happy to say today's video is sponsored by Teach Hanley. You've heard me talk about them before, and you're gonna keep hearing me talk about them because I know the positive impact their products can have on your skin. Seriously, I don't think some of y'all believe me when I say how much implementing a quality skincare routine can improve your confidence. Teach Hanley makes taking care of your skin less complicated. They give you everything you need and nothing you don't. I recommend y'all start with a level 1 system that comes with all the basics. A daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, a AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and last but certainly not least, the PM moisturizer. And to make it dead simple for people who are new to skincare like I was, they give you this instruction card in every single box which tells you when to use each product, how much of each product to use, and in what order. I mean, it's clutch. To be completely honest, skincare was never really something I paid attention to, but now that I'm on a good routine, I realize just how important it is. I'm actually traveling right now and I still have this stuff with me because it's really that good. And to be completely honest, you don't even have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 positive reviews from men all across the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teach Hanley get a ton of benefits, including 20% off retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals. You can pause or cancel at any time, and the shipping is free in the US. And because Teach Hanley is the sponsor of today's video, they're giving you guys an amazing deal. All you gotta do is click the link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. That's honestly an amazing deal. Make sure y'all click the link below and get started today.
The way. I mean, and I'm not being sexist, but listen to this. Why did you marry your husband?
Because I love him.
Is he the man of your dreams?
Yes, he is.
Is he the man you hope your sons will grow up to be?
Yes.
So why would you stop him from raising them into that?
I'm not stopping him. I'm not stopping him. I just feel at times he's a bit harsh with the punishments.
He is hard on them because they boys. Undisciplined boys grow up to be undisciplined men. Do you know the problem you're gonna have?
Yes.
Undisciplined men end up in the hospital or in a prison, or they end up in a grave. That's what happens to undisciplined men.
Steve Harvey is absolutely right. If you're a woman with kids, I don't care what the media has told you, the numbers don't lie. And the numbers show that kids need a man, preferably their fathers, in their lives if you want to give them the best shot. 63% of all youth ending themselves are from fatherless homes. They are 5 times more likely to do so. 90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. They are 32 times more likely to do so. 80% of all rapists with anger problems come from fatherless homes. 14 times more likely to become a rapist. Children with fathers who are involved are 70% less likely to drop out of school. Children with fathers who are involved are more likely to get A's in school. Children with fathers who are involved are more likely to enjoy school and engage in extracurricular activities. 70% of all youth in state-operated institutions come from fatherless homes. 85% of all youth in prison come from fatherless homes. So yes, every child in the world needs an active father, and if you want to put your child's needs above your needs, which is what being a good parent is, then you need to have a man in that child's life. If you trust a man enough to not only sleep with him, but to get pregnant by him and carry his baby all the way to term, then you should trust him enough to be a good parent, or why did you have the child in the first place? Trust me, I understand sometimes women will weaponize children and will use them as a carrot on a string to try to control a man, but if that's not the case and you're a guy that just ran away from your responsibilities of being a father, you are quite honestly the scum of the earth. If y'all slept together to make a child, then it's y'all's responsibility to compensate enough to make it work out for that child. It's about putting the child's needs above your own. That's what being a good parent is.
Hi. I was just trying to get over.
What world does no mean yes?
No means no.
No means no, absolutely. Carry on.
A man say no to sex.
No.
No?
Not at all.
No. Hell no. Fuck no. No, you better not. We want to we're taking it. We don't care.
Wow.
No.
No?
Just assume that you're getting something.
Wow.
He can, but if I want it, then I'm going to take it. Period. You get it, right?
And people will still say that men are not mistreated, men are treated fairly in society, and there's no double standard. When this video literally shows that men don't even have the right to consent. Okay, makes sense.
The fact that women are able to admit that they're willing to commit a violent crime just because they can't get their way is wild. Imagine if I just ran up to Rihanna, grabbed her face, and tried to kiss her against her will. They would literally build a prison to put me in it. Again, this is another example when women have to be the ones to do the approaching and they have to take the initiative. They can be just as awkward, they can be just as aggressive, and they can be just as problematic as some men are. The truth of the matter is men are physically assaulted and even sexually assaulted just as much as women are. We just are less likely to complain about it because who's going to take it seriously? If we honestly want a world of quote-unquote equality, then we need to be holding women to the same standard that we hold men to, because there's just as many bad women in the world as there are men. Till next time.